All right. Shalom, 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 saints of the Most High Yah. This is Pastor Rufus from Servants of Yah. I'm back again with another video. Hey, you guys have really been loving this new format that I am doing. I mean, it's not nothing new for YouTube. It's new for me, and I'm learning. In my last video, I actually cut out about an 8-minute segment trying to separate that to do a separate video. Didn't want to cut it out of the original, but I ended up not the original, but I cut it out of the one you guys see that was uploaded. So the video ended up going from 3 hours and 22 minutes to 3 hours and 14 minutes. And I was like, oh, I didn't cut it out. But I got it on there for y'all to see. So just in case you're watching this one, you haven't seen that, it's real important to go back and check those videos out. I know one of them is 3 hours and 14 minutes long. Do your best with that. But the main one is the one that I redid. I believe it's called Listen Carefully, and it's speaking about Elder Becker's testimony. You need to hear that because it speaks truth that took place, because what is being said is that was a meeting where all the brothers and all the saints of Georgia testified against me. And if you watch that 3-hour video, I think you're going to realize that that's just not the case. That's not what happened in that meeting. Actually, what it did was expose Dowell even more. But on this one, this video here, this is Elder Mitchell. All right. And what we're going to do is listen to Elder Mitchell's testimony of what it's like to be at Straitway, Georgia. Now, mind you, I'm stealing from the saints. I got them oppressed. I'm fat and I'm lazy. I don't do no work. Y'all know the stuff that's been spent out there about me. And this is a man that people are saying, people like Dowell and others, Michael Israel, I'll call these people out, that this man is testifying against me, that this man believed that whatever sins they thought I committed in this meeting I had with Dowell in Wisconsin was worthy of me being put out of the fellowship. I don't think this man believes that. I don't. I believe he said some stuff in that last video, and I want you to go listen to what he said. But I want you to see what he truly feels about Straitway. Now, I will say this, Straitway, Georgia. I'll say this. Was he frustrated by that whole process? He was. He was. But he should be more frustrated by the things that he knows about Dow, that he's an eyewitness to, that he's not doing anything about. That's where his real frustration should come from. Not about me, because I've been nothing but a brother that loved this man. And I still love this man. I love him. I love Teacher Greg. I love Deacon Josh. I love the saints there that are living in Kentucky. I do. So his frustration shouldn't be on me. I didn't cause this. I'm not the one out here oppressing and doing the wickedness to the people. It's his father-in-law, or so-called, because he's really not his father-in-law, because Erica ain't his daughter when we get real to it. But y'all know what's going on with that. I want y'all to hear Elder Mitchell is what I want y'all to hear. All right, so take this journey with me. Elder's really good to me at being very eloquent and detailed, and he explains himself really well if you listen. So I shouldn't have to cut in a lot on this and just let it roll. But what I really want y'all to hear is his heart towards Georgia. His heart, his wife's heart, his children's heart towards Straitway, Georgia, when myself and my family was running that place. So let's go. Let's see. Let's go.
Back in the video, I want to say, come on today to speak on my visit to Straitway, Georgia, y'all. Everybody know I pretty much made a testimony video of Straitway Goshen, my visit there, and I just recently, I mean, we've been trying to go to Straitway, Georgia for I don't know how long, and it seems that something always comes up and gets in the way. And this time around, I persevered and pushed through 8 to 10 inches of snow. Actually, it came down, I think, last week on Thursday. And, on Friday, I just said, man, hey, to hell with it. I'm still going. I wasn't going to pretty much let anything stand in my way. I really wanted to go. I wanted to take the opportunity to glean off of another community and take away that which I believe is good that I could add in addition to what we do here in Kentucky. So First and foremost, I just want to thank the Most High for blessing us to make safe travels to and fro, and thank Elder Rufus for having us. The hospitality was off the chain. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. It was a great time. Uh, his family was awesome, and I mean that in a communal sense, and I also mean that in a his immediate family sense as well. All the way around, the hospitality, the love that they showed, the care that they showed. Um,
All right, I'm gonna stop real quick. I don't have to do much stopping. I can tell with this video. I'm gonna let Elder roll a lot, but y'all heard what he said. He's not speaking just personally about me, my wives, my children. He's also speaking about from the community aspect, both of them. Listen close.
it was just wonderful. I mean, literally, words can will fail me. I mean, was probably one of my more impactful trips that I've had to another community on a serious note. Um, we went there for a purpose, and it was everything I thought it was going to be and more. And it was just wonderful to be able to sit and speak with Elder Rufus and Mother Jennifer and just glean off of them. And literally, a lot of people don't know, but a lot of things that we experienced when we first went to Straitway, uh, Tennessee, the hub, years and years ago. I'm talking 10 years ago. Uh, you know, 2011, 2012, whatever. We first started going to Straitway, the hub in Tennessee. Straitway, Georgia, literally still does a lot of those things, and it brought back a lot of memories. And I definitely want to implement those things back here in Kentucky. Sometimes we can, us here in Kentucky, man, we can get very busy working and building, and I think we're doing a good job of that. But other areas can lack because you put such an emphasis on a different area. And
I need y'all to hear this part real close. What Elder Mitchell is testifying to is that when we came to Straitway back in 2011, because we came and then Elder Mitchell and them came a few months later from Texas, we saw things at Straitway that were righteous, that were holy, that were good. And guess what? Now you fast forwarded 10, 12 years later, because I believe this video was done in 2022, 10, 11, 12 years later, he's noticing those things that were holy, righteous, good, and all that. We're still doing it at Straitway, Georgia. He's saying something without saying something. He ain't saying it at Straitway no more. He's literally testifying to how Straitway changed over the years without saying Straitway has changed. You have to know what you're listening to. So sometimes I got to break this stuff down so y'all can have real understanding. This is why this video is so deep. And you can feel Elder Mitchell's heart, how coming there and staying there with us impacted him. Hallelujah. Let's go.
and there's something to balance, and I'm looking and seeking to glean from these other communities that I want to go visit. All these different leaders, man, they all have their different styles, how they do things, and things that they really want to put forth. And I really just want to be like my brothers. I want to be like all my brothers and sisters scattered abroad at these different communities. And so it was just a wonderful visit. I've never seen anyone interact with my children the way that they did. My children absolutely loved it. My children were part of their homeschool for a day and a half or so. Uh, I asked them this morning, I said, hey, you guys are happy that we're back? My daughter said no. She said, I want to go back to Georgia. So it was funny. It was good, but it really made an impact on her. It made an impact on my wife. The visit did. Sitting and learning and listening and gleaning from Mother Jennifer was awesome for her. There's a lot of confirmations, things that, that are within my heart to do and within my heart to change concerning the atmosphere of our community. There was just a lot of confirmations on, what we should do, what would work, what doesn't work, directions that we should walk in. Uh, I mean, all of that. The sisters, uh, I mean, the level of submission that I seen, that I heard, that I saw. I mean, it was second to none. I mean, in a totality and overall, uh, I don't see it like that nowhere else, man. I mean, I really don't. And that's no knock on anyone else. I mean,
Did y'all hear that? He said the level of submission, and not from worldly man fear. This is this reverence for Yah that these sisters have here on this community environment that is set. He said it is second to none. Mind you, at this stage, we got 12, 13 communities, y'all. We still have the hub of Straitway. But he said what he saw with the sisters at Straitway, Georgia, up under my leadership, right? It's second to none. Nobody has what we have when it comes to the sisters. That's what he's testifying. He's not putting down any other communities. He's just making a fact that he ain't seen nothing like it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
there was just no reservations whatsoever at all. I know Pastor was talking about, he was speaking about letting your peace return unto you, whenever you, uh, he was going biblical on us where it talks about, when you go into a home and whatnot. And that passage that really came to my mind while I was there in Georgia, and how I felt that peace. I didn't sense anything. I didn't sense no negative energy. Uh, it was just, it was a righteous environment. So it really was. And Mother Jennifer is a solid woman. That is a very solid woman right there. And I could truly see the sisters there, man. I mean, they got a good woman in front of them there. Yeah, they got a good man, and Elder Rufus in front of them, and that man is definitely endowed with wisdom. And I really enjoy how he speaks. I really do. I just love the sisterhood that they had mainly. And that's was my main reason for going. Everybody knows the testimony that my sisters had gotten earlier in 2021, and that was one of my main reasons for even going. Uh, First of all, me and my wife being first partakers of that experience, and y'all willing others to follow. And our sisters aren't bad, but they could use some touching up. But it was definitely, definitely a beautiful time. I mean, like, you can hear me now. I could barely even say certain words, and I mean, there's so much that I could say. Uh, Truly, there's so much that I could say, but it was just a wonderful time. Overall, it's definitely something I'd like to do is go visit them more frequent. Uh, I really would, but this man, I keep going back to the children and the sisters. It was just so wholesome. It was just a wholesome environment, and they just have a beautiful spirit about themselves. So definitely want to go back. Definitely want to visit again. Elrus, again, thank you for allowing us to come. I look forward to inviting you guys once we kind of spread out and get some of our buildings finished up here, specifically our dining hall. And it'll be a joy the day I'm able to invite you guys uh, and have the opportunity to host you guys. Be a host for really all of Israel, really. So that'll be a blessed day.
I actually hope that invitation one day is still on the table for us. I'm right there with Elder. I didn't even expect to feel what I'm feeling doing this video. I didn't. I didn't expect that. Um, Again, I think in the other videos y'all heard me say I still got love for this man. Um, I actually understand what he's going through. I do. Do I agree with all his decisions? No, he don't agree with all of mine. Obviously, you can see that. But I know this testimony right here touched me at the time because I know it was genuine and I know it was true. And I know he's speaking 100% what he felt in his spirit and his heart at that time. And we'd love to be hosted by um, my family, by Elder Mitchell and his family, no matter what that situation and scenario may look like. But video's only like 9 minutes. We're 7 minutes in. Like I said, I'm going to let Elder Mitchell roll. He only got a couple more minutes. So let's go. Let's finish this up.
But anyway, just want to come on and say that. I hope I'm not leaving anything out. Uh, they got a beautiful spirit there. They really do. I mean, I just haven't seen it like that as a whole. And the one thing I was going to say, I saw them as they were. And what I mean by that is this wasn't no feast. It wasn't a gathering. When there's feasts and there's gatherings and, there's some sort of function going on, things can kind of be covered up in.
I'm sorry, y'all. Um, I didn't want to stop there. I was going to let him keep rolling, but he said something that was very, very important. He just made a statement. Now, at this time we got like 11, 12, 13 communities, and we have Straitway, the hub. And he's saying he's never seen what he saw in Georgia. He's speaking about the environment. He's speaking about the atmosphere. He's speaking about the submission. He's speaking about the love and the joy. And now the part he's finna get into is telling y'all this ain't a feast. See, when a feast is on, everybody can put on their best. They'll put this facade on that they the holiest saints of all time. But he didn't come to us when we was celebrating a feast. He came to us during the regular time. So he got to see us in our normal every single day element and just kind of infuse him and his family into what we were doing. So he got to see the real of us, me, the brothers, the women, the children. He got to see it. Y'all need to listen close to the testimony that's being said. This man has given extremely high praise to this community. And he ain't bashing other communities, including Straitway. But he's saying, I ain't seen this. I haven't seen, mind you, we're all a part of the ministry called Straitway. But what he's seeing in Georgia, he's never seen in the ministry. Are y'all listening? Let's go.
That's not to say these people don't have problems or issues, but man, I tell you, I saw them as they were. And I used to always tell people years ago, hey, if you want to truly learn about community, I would tell them all the time, go to Straitway, Tennessee, go to Hub, and you need to go during the time of no feast days, no gods, no type of functions or anything like that, but just go in a normal time. I mean, specifically go when it's busy, when they got things going on. And go again in the winter when things kind of slow down, and see the differences and see how they operate, see how they function, see how they carry themselves, and glean from that. Because if you choose to and desire, or if you're ever invited onto a community, this is what it's going to be like. So, and for me, going to Straitway, Georgia, nothing going on. It was just them as they were, just normal people that were there. The way they come together for the homeschool was just awesome. Every woman had a hand in it. It just wasn't one woman. It just wasn't one or two. It works well. And maybe it just works well for them. And, but I tell you, I definitely took away from that. And they trust each other. Those sisters love each other. They trust each other. They lean on each other. No reservations with each other. And I truly believe that the women down there, if they don't do this, Elder Rufus is doing a damn good job of making them deal with one another. So, excellent. It was excellent.
That's a very, very, very good point Elder Mitch was making right there. Because as a leader, it's important that the women be protected. We have a responsibility as men to protect, to provide, to produce for the family, for the women, for the children. And a lot of what you have to do as a man is protect them from themselves. Allowing and making an environment where women are comfortable to deal with themselves and the issues that they have, knowing that all the resources that are needed to deal with whatever you got is right here. It's going to be kept secret. It's not going to be blasted out there in front of everybody, but we're all in it together as well. And that infuses the love that is necessary for a community to function the way that Straitway, Georgia functioned before Dow decided to destroy it. And that's what Elder Mitchell and Sister Erica and the children got to experience. Because those sisters there did trust and believe and love each other. But guess what? They saw that first in myself and how I dealt with the men. And he's telling the truth, y'all. I run a tight ship, but it's not tight like you think. I run a tight ship, meaning we're going to keep this word. We're going to keep this law. We're going to do the things that the book is instructing us to do, but you're going to choose to do it because you're human and you have free will. Yah created you and he wanted you to give whatever it is you're giving, you're offering free willingly of your time, of your effort, of your energies, of your finances. He wanted you to be able to give it freely, not being forced, not being made, not being put in headlocks and threatened and all that. No, I didn't run the community that way. I ran it by making sure that the environments and the atmosphere that everybody was in was conducive to them to grow spiritually. That's what I did, and that's what Elder Mitchell got to experience. Let's finish this up.
Excellent. So anyway, I don't want to be a dead horse. But that's my testimony of visiting Straitway, Georgia. It was awesome. Rufus took me to the Alabama property that they just obtained for the ministry, and it was awesome. It was good. I had some nice long talks with Elder as well, Elder Rufus, while I was there. It was just great. Overall, it was just a great trip. So look forward to doing it again. Bless y'all.
Hey, what's up?
Right. All right. I'm sorry that thing went to the next video. I'm getting to go back.
Shalom, blessings.
Stop it. I don't want to be on. I don't know why I went to that video, but all right. So, in a nutshell, I think Elder Mitchell covered it. He really did. I think he spoke from his heart. I really believe that not only Elder Mitchell, there were many, many saints that were impacted by coming to Straitway, Georgia. And here's the sad thing. I've gone on a lot of their webs on their channels and stuff, and guess what? They've deleted it, y'all. Guess who told them to do it? We already know. We already know. Some have obeyed those orders and some haven't. But these are real, true testimonies that people have about myself, my family that the community we had there in Georgia. These are just real, true testimonies. And you ain't never going to be able to take these away. So when you're looking at all this information that's being put out there, I want y'all to see what the real truth is. I do. Don't get me wrong. I got some videos coming out down the road here showing y'all the level of work I did. It's kind of hard doing it now because most of these people, when I was there, I'm so busy working, I'm not doing videos. But they were. But now they've been ordered to take down any video that's got me in it working. I go to some of these pages, I'm like, nah, I remember watching these videos. I wish I'd have downloaded them. I literally remember watching several videos over this and several videos of this. They ain't up no more. It's certainly a narrative they want to paint. And somebody said it in one of the comments sections. They said, if you're, what did they say? How do I want to word this? If you're speaking lies, you got to remember those, right? But the truth is just in you. It's just in your heart. And they've seen from the countless numbers of testimonies I've been able to give since all this going down, nothing has wavered. I haven't stumbled over this and stumbled over that. It's all the same. You know why? Because it's all the truth. Truth never has to be defended. And it don't even have to be remembered because it's just etched in your heart when you're righteous. I dealt with these people righteous, man. I wanted y'all to see what leaders feel about me and how they have been corrupted to think differently of me, all from one man's testimony. So folk got to make the decision. See, he forced a lot of folk to pick a side. I didn't give you a side to pick because there's only one side, in my opinion, and that's the side of Yah. Nobody else has a side because the other side is going to hell. So you're either choosing Yah or you're not. So I didn't give people a side to pick. They didn't have to pick between me and thou. They didn't. What I'm telling people to choose is righteousness. Choose righteousness or man. Choose his truth or follow an entity, a ministry, a male figure. Your choice. Elder Mitchell, I still love you, man. You know that. I do. Nothing's going to ever change that. You know why? Because the Messiah loved me. The carpenter loved me. Hallelujah. He loved me. And he forgave me and died for me for all the wickedness that I would ever do in this lifetime. So I told everybody in the beginning of this thing when it all got started, I'm going to have to show a lot of y'all how to actually walk in forgiveness. And that's a part of this process now. So, hey, look, I appreciate y'all chiming in and watching the videos. Hey, I really appreciate the communication, like through the comments and stuff. I'm loving it. I am. And questions are being answered. Um, I'm doing the videos the way y'all asking me to do it. I'm caring about the algorithms and all this. I mean, y'all are giving me suggestions to do certain things, and I'm doing it for y'all, not for my sake. I'm doing it for y'all's sake. But I'm also doing it so that the truth can actually get out there. We can quit listening to all this cloak of maliciousness that's being pulled over all this stuff to deceive and manipulate and use witchcraft and brainwashing and narcissistic tactics on you people. I just want you to see the truth. And then let the spirit in you guide you. Let the spirit of the Most High in you guide you. I'll never choose to serve a man over serving Yah. I've served with a lot of men in my life. I've served under a lot of men in my life, but I'll never choose them over Yah, ever. Nothing will ever separate me from the love of Yah. Elder Mitchell, again, brother, love you. Still love your family. Still love the saints down there. See, I don't have no problem calling y'all saints. Y'all still saints. I know you ain't turned your back on Yah, and y'all know I ain't turned my back on Yah. I don't give a shit what somebody else say. That's just his statement. That's his personal hurt feelings towards me. Get over it. Repent and turn from your wicked ways. You won't have to feel like that. We already know that don't look like something that's on the horizon. Man, look, this is only 26 minutes. I feel like, I'm robbing y'all now. I'm putting 3-hour videos out. Maybe I got to start doing like Ringgold and put 7 and 9 and 11-hour videos out for y'all. Is that what I need to do? Y'all say, hell no. I won't. Actually, that 3-hour video, y'all were telling me, hey, we need a part 1. We need a part 2. We need a part 3. I'll get better as I go, y'all. I'll get better as I go. But again, I'm open to y'all suggestions of what helps y'all to view these videos. I'm open to the video I did do, the reaction video when it came to the testimony, the so-called testimony against me. That was suggested by saints. Multiple saints hit me up and said, you should do that. You should react to that. React to that. They said they like this format. I'll do it until y'all get tired of them, want me to do something different. But at the end of the day, it's all about truth. It's all about truth. So, hey, appreciate y'all. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, because there's a lot more coming. Share the videos. The biggest thing with these is to share them, y'all. Share these videos, because you don't know who you give it to that may give it to somebody, and then they get it to the right person that need it and get the freedom through the Most High that they need to get from it. So do me the big favor if you're supporting me, because again, you don't see no cash apps and all that stuff and my stuff. I'm not here to make money off you. I'm not. Share this truth for me though, and I would appreciate that. Share it with somebody, especially if you're connected to somebody that's still connected to Straitway, and you know they are, but you connected to them. Share these types of videos with them so they can actually see the truth. You know that's being suppressed, right? They're being ordered not to watch these videos. They're being ordered not to communicate with anybody outside of Straitway. You know that, right? But they're not living under tyranny. They're not under tyrannical rule. They're not being oppressed. The voices ain't being suppressed. Y'all don't see this? So do me the solid and share the video. That's more important than anything else. That's more important than your thumbs up. That's more important than your comments. That's more important than you sending me a cash app, or, well, I don't have a cash app, but you know what I'm saying. Trying to send me some type of support, financial. It's more important than any of that. Get this truth out there. Share it on your Facebook page, Instagram. You got freedom to share it anywhere. What they call it? Fair use, fair use, fair use. You got freedom to show it anywhere. Okay? And I appreciate you for doing it. All right, y'all. Bless y'all. Shalom, shalom, shalom.